First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Levis out of the shotgun now. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back to throw, it's Levis. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions put tonight's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Back out there to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Off the play fake, Levis. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now back with the Lions. Here's Riley Patterson on for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You like the 6 there, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Kirby Joseph there to drop it. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? I'm going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. That a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Abdullah to return. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, due to the long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Levis. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Levis now off of play action. And that will be incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2nd down and a yard. Throwing now is Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and long. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight at just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Lions will take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, where that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't hook it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Levis on 3rd down. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Back out there to send this one away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. More than 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Offense set to get this drive started. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD. Down 2 scores here, so how do they make some changes? Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Levis to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They shined in pass defense last week. 4 interceptions. Boom. First play of the game, another one.
A feeding frenzy is on for this defense now. And remember, it's not just, okay, let's go get an interception. That means they're playing their techniques right. It means they've scouted them very well. They understand what the patterns are downfield, and they know how to go to the point of attack and take the ball away. They are rolling.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
59 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Great run by Gibbs. It surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
Levis to throw off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 4.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what we call BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more than that. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. On play action. Now Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit lead, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the ball. No, he lost the football. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Well, they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short. It's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up having over 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A 2nd down throw from Levis. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensive, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Levis now off of play action.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then Lass says, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But that touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown tonight. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. And oh, it's blocked. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss. It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Garoppolo. Able to connect with Jacobs. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
To throw is Garoppolo. Gets this to Myers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays.
That's caught inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Back to throw, Levis. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now whistles and a timeout call. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong.